Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today you guys are going to watch me cook and prepare a meal for my family. So as you guys can see, I started off with my chicken cleaned and already skinned. The cleaning process is very simple. Just a little vinegar and some baking soda and salt. It's up to you, whatever you use to clean. If you don't want to clean, it's on you. I know how you guys like to tussle about cleaning meat. Okay, but for me personally, for my household, that's what we do. So for the seasoning process, I started with some onion powder, garlic powder, black pepper, a little bit of salt. I make a seasoning, so I have my green seasoning. I added a little bit of sazon, some paprika, some white pepper, red pepper flakes, and I added some Maggi, just a little bit of Maggi, and a little bit of sugar. And as you guys will see, those are what I added in here. I don't really, when I buy seasoning, I don't really use seasoning with MSG. Well, I'll say no MSG, and most of the time, no salt. It's not all the time, but about 90% of the time, no salt is in my seasoning, and I don't use MSG in my seasonings. Right. And you can make your own green seasoning. If you guys would like to see how I make that, just let me know. I'll film something and I'll show you guys how I make my green seasoning. But yeah, so I start off with the clean chicken, and then I start to put my seasoning, and then you guys will see that I start to mix. So here we have a bowl of potatoes that I have cut up already. And how I clean them, before I used to scrub my potatoes manually by hand, each and every one, when I'm eating the skin. But I learned a much easier way, where I just add some salt, baking powder, not baking powder. You guys hear me about baking powder, not baking powder, baking soda. So salt, baking soda, and vinegar, and boiling hot water, and I let it sit for maybe 15-20 minutes, and then I rinse it off with cold water. Usually my potatoes, when I'm cooking them, I usually do more when I'm baking them, but this was a quick and simple dinner, so I just did onion powder, garlic powder, whole garlic cloves, red pepper flakes, and salt and black pepper, and that was it. And then I just mixed them up and I put them in a pan. Now here you guys will see where I lay out my chicken in the pan, and I add the rest of the seasoning that is in my bowl. And then you guys will see me lay out the potatoes in a pan also. And then I will get to start cleaning up my mess that I made in the kitchen. After I put the potatoes in the pan, I cover them and I put the chicken and the potatoes in the oven on 350 for about 45 minutes. And when that 45 minutes is done, I take both out of the oven. I take the cover off of the potatoes and I put those back in the oven, and then I baste my chicken with my first layer of barbecue sauce. I didn't show that here, but I do my first layer of barbecue sauce on the chicken, and then I put both back in the oven on 350 for another 15 minutes. And then when I take them out after that 15 minutes, I do a second layer of barbecue sauce topped with brown sugar, and I put it back in the oven for about another 15-20 minutes. And then when I take those out for the last check, I put it back in the oven on about maybe 5-6 minutes on broil, and on broil I put it on about 400. Yeah, and now I'm just cleaning up my mess. So you guys will see me just spraying some cleaning vinegar, throwing down some Dawn, some OxyClean and stuff like that, so I can clean and disinfect my area. The jar you guys are seeing is the jar that I use to hold my green seasoning. And so my seasoning is done. So that's the last of it that I used to season my meat. So now I'm just preparing to clean it out. So when I make my next batch, I can have my clean bottle. Yes. And now you guys are about to see me prepare my pasta salad. So I'm draining off the hot water, running it under some cold water, and transferring it to another bowl. And then I add it back to my pot. And so for me, this was a simple pasta salad. It wasn't nothing, and so all I did was some mixed vegetables that I had there. Some mixed vegetables, corn, carrot, green beans, peas. So I added mayo, garlic powder, onion powder, black pepper, just a little bit of sugar, some sour cream. I love sour cream. So, yeah, I add sour cream to mine. But yes, so I add some sour cream. And then I added what I said, onion powder, garlic powder, a little bit of black pepper, a little bit of ginger powder, some mustard, and I added a little bit of white pepper, a little bit of pepper flakes, and I added just a little bit of sugar and what else did I add? I think I added some salt. Yes, a little bit of salt. And then just a little bit of Szechuan seasoning, and that was it. So after I add everything, I just start to mix that bad boy up. And then I put it in the refrigerator. I transfer it to a bowl out of the pot. And in the bowl, I cover it and I transfer it to the refrigerator so it can chill whilst the rice and potato and chicken is cooking. You guys are going to see the end result of everything. I'm going to show you guys the barbecue chicken, the pasta salad, the rice, and the potatoes. So thank you guys once again for joining me. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And let me know if you guys like the new intro to my channel. Thank you.